Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Without further ado, man, let's get to it. Welcome to another episode of Interviews with the Foreign Magazine, where we go beyond the surface and we go into the thoughts, ideas, and perspectives of each guest that we sit down with. And today, man, out of Detroit, man, taking over YouTube in the city right now, man, we got Trap Talk Blue in the building. What's going on, brother? How you feeling?
What's up, my baby? Feeling real good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Privileged to be here, man.
Yeah, I'm glad to have you on the platform, bro.
Love the setup.
Yes, sir, man. What's been the vibes of the day? How you been feeling?
Man, feeling good, man. I knew I was coming here, so of course I'm feeling good. One of the biggest platforms on the earth right now. You doing it big. I love it, man.
Oh, I definitely appreciate it. Definitely appreciate it, man. I've been paying attention to you, brother. Man, you got some interesting perspectives. Of course, we're gonna get into a little bit of your background and stuff like that, man. But overall, man, we're going to have some trap talk. You know what I mean?
Let's get it, man.
We're going to have some good conversation, man. First and foremost, bro, what got you into the YouTube thing, man? Looking at Detroit and knowing that right now we like in a renaissance of media where a lot of platforms are being built now.
Right.
What made you want to jump into, the YouTube streets, as Dogface would call it? What made you want to jump into it?
Right. Well, it started... I've been in the music game, for years. I own my own record company, all that. You know what I'm saying? So I've been, I was signed when I was 15 to Intangible Records, which is Terrence Parker, one of the biggest house music guys. I wasn't doing house music, we was rapping, but I've been in the entertainment. People always thought I was funny. So, everybody pushed me like, man, you need to be a comedian. You need to be a comedian. So that's what pretty much got me here. So a dude I know named Ivory, VC, a guy, young guy, I grew up with his dad. He worked for This Is 50. And he always wanted me to do comedy, like, man, you funny, you funny. So, like I say, it started off with him recording me without me knowing. You know what I'm saying? I was talking junk, yada, 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 and I played it back for somebody, and they was like, damn, this is what you need to do. But I was on some serious stuff. I wasn't even joking. And they was like, man, you need to push this. And that's what it was. And once I got on here, I just started talking about different topics, and it just took off.
Taking off ever since. What's been the feedback though from the people?
Man, listen, man, I got way more positive than negative. Now, sometimes I look at guys' pages and go down they timeline, they she call it the feedback, whatever. It be bad, it be horrible. They be dogging them, man. I never had that. It's great. Everything is great, man.
That's love. That's love.
A lot of love, y'all.
And if we can, of course, before we get into the reasons, man, because I definitely want your perspective on the various topics,
come on, man.
That's going on, man. Talk a little bit about where you from, man, and what was it like for you coming up in the city?
Well, yeah, I'm from Detroit, Michigan, born and raised. Started on the number streets, 28th and Horatio, but I'm a Schoolcraft dude. I'm from Schoolcraft in Mansfield. They call it field to field, so that's pretty much where I grew up. You know what I'm saying? Between the Finkel area, Schoolcraft area, number street. From them three, I'm Schoolcraft nigga.
For sure.
So yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
And I heard you say too, man, you got two sides, you feel me?
Yeah.
If you can talk about, the dynamics of, maybe parents. Did you grow up with both parents? How was it? Was it a struggle for you coming up? Was it a good life or,
I had a great life. I ain't never had a struggle. I don't know what the fuck a struggle is about. You know what I'm saying? That's just real talk. When I was younger, like I say, people always like Blade, right? People talk about Blade Icewood, right? And it was crazy because it's pretty much the kind of like the same dynamics. Like, you from the hood, your daddy get someone and he try to take you out the hood. That's how it was with me. You know what I'm saying? I went to elementary and middle school in Detroit. I went to Edison, Gumpers, all that. Then when I got older, I started my second half of middle school, Thompson Middle School in Southfield. Then I went to Southfield Latham. Then I came back to Cooley to graduate. Ain't that crazy though? But it was a long ride. But it was the same type of thing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never. A lot of these guys get up here, even though they had good lives, they want to get up here and tell that I come from nothing. For some reason, everybody want to come from nothing, no matter how good their background is. And hey, what's up?
That's 100.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's
100. That's 100. In terms of thinking about maybe the climate of the city when you was coming up, maybe in your teen years, what era did you come up in?
like, you know, like me, like the late 80s or, you know, 90s, you know what I'm saying? You got to think like the 90s was treacherous. Like the early 90s, late 80s was like, people always talk about how bad it is now, but you got to really go back to them times, man. It was the same thing. It's nothing new under the sun, just different people. Carjacking was bad. Murder was bad. You know what I'm saying? Robbery was bad. It was a lot of money. Just think about how much more money was on the street then than now. So the murders, the robberies, the carjackings, all that shit I've been carjacked 3 times. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it ain't no difference.
What was one of them times, man? Walk us through one of them memorable times.
I'm gonna tell you the most funniest one, right? The funniest one was me, and rest in peace to my nigga Chewy, man. Finkel Chewy. He came to get me one day. I was going through with my girl. He like, man, just get off the couch, yada, yada, yada. I'm sitting on the couch going through it. He couldn't get me. So he wanted some chicken from a place on Linden and Schaefer, right? They store some good chicken, but they ain't had none. So I like, man, fuck that. I wasn't even really that hungry. I like, take me to Churches. So I got some Churches chicken. He ended up not wanting it. So he went to Sunkiss on Puritan and Schaefer. So man, he ended up in there talking to a chick. I'll never forget this. He in there talking to this chick, and he waiting on her to come out. And when she come out, he go to holler at her, right? When he go to holler at her, I see a dude standing there. So I'm about to eat my chicken, right? We sitting at Sunkiss liquor store. This was all on the news. Everybody climbed. It was just funny. So I look up, and all I see is the dude, my boy, backing up with his arms like this, right? He backing up like, and I see a dude with the gun in his hand. Now, I done already been carjacked twice, so I'm like, fuck, I don't know what made me close the chicken, get out the door, and take the fucking chicken with me, right? That was great. That was funny. So, dog, so the dude got away or whatever, but he ended up getting a life sentence for that, right?
Damn.
Yeah, them cameras on them green lights ain't no joke. The nigga who carjacked us he was already on tether or whatever. He was already on tether. That's what got him caught. But anyway, man, to make a long story short, the next day the news had called us and was like, hey, you know, this. We gonna play this on the news. So I was like, well, look, I ain't look like no bitch that I ain't run. She was like, hell no, you did what you supposed to do. She was like, but you ain't take that fucking chicken with you, right? She's like, you took the chicken with you. I said, God damn. Dog, the next day the news came on, and when the first thing they said on the news was like, yeah, a man in the passenger seat was chowing down on the chicken. You know, that shit was hilarious.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure, man. No, that what you saying in the 90s, man. It was a
but this was in 2016. 18.
Oh, this was 16.
This was recently, like, you know, not long ago. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, right. Hence
not
why
recently, but you know.
No, but fairly recent. That's hence why you say them lights, them cameras on them lights. Yeah,
joke, bro,
yeah, facts.
Because them green lights, like the store had regular cameras. But them green lights, look, when you look at the camera they did, listen, bro, they can read the numbers on this car. Like,
damn.
Which is a 5522. You know, like, for real, man.
Wow.
Them cameras that they got ain't no joke. That's why I don't understand why these young guys do all this stupid stuff in front of these stores. Because far as a camera can see, it can hear also.
No, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? So they forget that too, like when you out here, you know, so yeah.
100%.
Yup.
Man, let's go on and jump into it, man. Recent things, man. First and foremost, man, you got an interesting perspective on everything.
Appreciate it. Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you check out, you know, the brother's YouTube channel, you can go down and you can see you know, different topics that varies from, you know, a lot of different things that's going on to the industry. Detroit politics, all of that. That's the stage that we in right now, currently in YouTube. I feel like Detroit is a little bit behind,
right,
in that aspect. Of course, you got people like Dogface that kind of broke through, and has been able to reach an audience outside of Detroit, and I think that's what keeps each city relevant. So when we look at Wack 100, Loose Cannon, Brick Baby, all of these different people, you know what I mean, with their own platforms, that's in Cali. When you look at Say Cheese, Real Life Street Stars, Dallas Global, all of that is in Texas.
Right.
You know, when you look at in Chicago, you got, you know, a few different personalities and podcasts and stuff like that. And it keeps each city in national news, so to speak. Right now, that's the lane that you're creating.
Yeah.
What's one of the most, you know, interesting topics, or like one of your most viral topics that, you know, you've hit on that kind of blew up for you?
Well, you know, the Wack 100, the Puffy, you know, them two things that kind of went viral for me. Besides the old lady that died, you know, remember, but anyway, the old lady that died, she was funny to me, you know what I'm saying? But besides that, though, yeah, the Wack 100 and like the Puffy thing.
What you end up saying about Wack?
Wack is Wack, man. You know, he a character. Like, you know, Wack ain't really to be took seriously. You know what I'm saying? He a character. You see that now. Like, he keep a lot of stuff going. And to me, it's like, when I found out about Big Homie CC that Wack was paid to go against Dog, I heard that from a few different people that they said that Wack 100 actually was paid to go in on this boy because he was making so much noise. But what happened was he went in on these niggas not knowing who they were. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, they fake, they this, they that. But then when them people caught him like, no, these real niggas with a long hand that'll reach out and touch your ass, that's when he backtracked that shit. You know, you see he don't say shit else about him.
No,
you know,
sure.
he had that one little rant about him. Now, you know, Wack 100 will stay on anything that's gonna get him some views. But with these niggas, he knew they was serious, so he backed up off of them. And that's facts. You know what I'm saying? Wack 100 is just it's a lot of, what you call it, the stage type of guys here that they put him here to kind of fuck over black people. You know, that's what I think. You know, I think that a lot of these guys are put here just to destroy niggas.
You think Wack 100 is like a cancer?
Definitely. What else is he? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know him personally, so I don't. But the thing is like the shit that he do is like he jump into a character. Everybody gay, right? Everybody got to be gay or everybody a rat. Like, goddamn, even niggas with good names, you try to destroy their names. Like, Meech come home. You know what I'm saying? Like, people got their opinion on that, whatever. But that's all he talk about. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing never good on Wack behind it. You know what I'm saying? Then he want to fight everybody, never fought nobody. You know what I'm saying? It's always just all weak, my nigga. You know? And that's what, yeah, that's what that is. Yeah, Wack 100 is a cancer for sure. 100.
It's all right. So let me ask you a question, just to kind of play a little advocate, right? Wack 100 is somebody that pulled different subjects, and like you say, he'll stay on that topic. He'll stay on that subject. He's very opinionated about these different subjects. In Detroit, we also got Dogface,
right?
That does some of the similar, you know, things in terms of content,
right?
What's your perspective, you know, from that? Like, even when you know, see Dogface, you know, maybe going at, you know, Wine, or even with the Royce thing, you know, some time back. Like, what's your perspective on that?
Well, the thing is, like, even with Dogface, you know, that's my man. I don't agree with anything he do or say. That's 100%. We know that off rip. But at the same time, one thing I think about Dogface is that he gonna stand on business. It ain't gonna be no ducking no shit. You know what I'm saying? One thing about Wack, he'll call that shit out and you never see it. You call motherfucking Dogface out, I think you have a problem on your hand. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about that. That's the difference.
You feel like he gonna stand on business.
He stand on business.
You ain't gonna throw no rock and hide your hand.
He ain't, no matter win or lose. You know what I'm saying? Like, one thing about it, like, when you put that shit out here, you know, you got a good chance of losing like you do win, but fuck, it is what it is. I just think Dogface believing, stand behind, you know, what he believe in. That's the difference.
No, I understand that. I understand that. You know, talking about, you know, Big Homie CC, maybe like some weeks ago or whatever, probably like last month, you know, of course we had Wano on the show or whatever. And, you know, he gave his portion. He ain't going to, you know, too much detail or, you know, go crazy with it. But you know, was in a situation where y'all had like some misunderstanding with Big Homie CC on Wano's, you know, podcast, platform or whatever. What was that whole situation about? If you could run that from top to bottom, what was what got you and Big Homie CC on a platform together? and what was the misunderstanding after it was filmed?
Okay, so what happened was, man, just on some, I was going through a lot, lost a lot of people, been drinking heavy, right? So I'm seeing all the like Gene Deals and all these guys call everybody gay, like the Wack 100 type shit, right? Everybody down the niggas, like we already going through it bad enough. Black people, why everybody got to be gay? Everybody got to be rats, this, and this. And they coming with no receipts. It's one thing to call out a zest monster, you know what I'm saying, or a gay motherfucker, and you got receipts on it, you know what I'm saying? Because some of these down low motherfuckers need to be, you know what I'm saying? Y'all spreading that shit around, y'all need to be called out. But when you calling shit out with no receipts is what I'm saying. So not doing my homework on CC and them and just mad at the other shit I had been drinking, like I said that day, I did one on them and I took it too far. I was disrespectful as a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And as a man, I'm 12 years older than that guy. You know what I'm saying? And to just, I didn't even know it was that serious. So let me tell you the day that it happened. So I'm getting calls. As soon as I put this shit out, everybody calling me like, take that shit down. Like all my homeboys like, man, nigga, you know, your page ain't about that. You know, you about doing kind of positive shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm laughing because I didn't think it was that serious, not knowing I'm drinking the night before. I'm talking all this shit, telling this nigga I smack him and this, all type of ridiculous, dumb ass shit. Another guy called me, my nigga Rav called me. And next thing you know, he telling me like, Blue, take that shit down, bro. This ain't what it is. As he on the phone with me, not Wano calling me. So I'm like, damn, this shit. Wano called me like, hey, Blue, what's going on? You know, I got an interview with him, man. And so that's how we end up linking up.
So let me ask you a question, if I may. So when your peoples, not Wano, but when your peoples was telling you to take it down, do you think that they were telling you to take it down because they just naturally felt that it was disrespectful, or because they had maybe been contacted by CC?
See, we don't know nothing about no contact with CC at the time. We don't know none of that. How we know that? No, it was just like, bro, your channel not about that. You went too hard on them. And that's not what your channel about. That's what everybody kept like, because you know, Dog already had Dog page snatched down. Yeah. Saying these things. So you know, at the time, like, nigga, you don't want your page snatched down. The shit you saying gonna get it took. You making threats to this guy, you calling him homophobic, whatever that shit is, you calling him gay and this, you instead of CC, I'm calling him sissy and all this shit, right?
Yeah,
you feel me? I was going nuts on him, right? And it's bad because I look at that shit now like, man, that's not cool. You know what I'm saying? When I look at the relationship that we got now, my nigga, and how them boys really rock, I was in total dead wrong. You know what I'm saying? So I knew that right then. So once I went back and listened to this shit, and as soon as I cut it on, I'm like, damn, that's that drinking shit do for you though. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, immediately I felt some type of way. But now it get to the point where Dog like, hey, he wants your number, or I'm like, well, give it to him. No. Well, give me his number. No, right? I asked for the number, like, hey, give him my number. However you want to do it, we can talk about it, right? I know I'm dead wrong about this, but I still don't agree with the shit that he talking. I don't agree with him calling motherfuckers gay, this, without no receipts. You know what I'm saying? Even to the day, I still stand on that. Like, I don't come with some receipts, my
dog. And you feel this way universally about anybody.
Anybody.
This wasn't a just him thing. You feel that way about Wack. You feel that way about Big Gene. You feel that way about all of the people that's going on platforms exposing, quote unquote, celebrities, other black celebrities, and artists and actors and stuff like that without having actual receipts, you saying?
That's what I'm saying, right? So, you know, I felt that way. And then, so, man, the shit is spent out of control. So look, I'm riding that day, I had lost somebody. I remember this day like today. And so how I ended up back at the store that day was because I got the link. Me and my girl was into it. I drop her off. I see the link, like, hey, pick this link up. So boom, I pull over, pick the link up, and then, you know, Dog on there. So, okay, now we got to talk. So I'm telling him, like, hey, my nigga, you know, the shit that I was, you know, the overboard shit, as a man, I apologize to you for that. I shouldn't have done that, you know what I'm saying? But I still stand on that you shouldn't be saying that niggas gay without, you know what I'm saying? And that's how that went, man. Then the shit just, I don't know, man. That was horrible.
No, it seemed like no, definitely, man. But you clearly took responsibility. I got an opportunity to watch it, and even in it, it wasn't that you was on some like phony apologizing. I felt like you was sincerely like, damn, my bad, bro. Like I did take it, a bit far. However, and I can understand where they could be a little frustrated about it or whatever, but it kind of did look like, maybe the guy in the background or something like that was trying to like
push it a little more.
Yeah, like,
and I ain't like that.
Yeah, trying to lightweight press you.
Yeah.
And I believe that was Dogface's issue.
It was.
How do you feel about Wano and how he handled, how did he mediate that? Do you feel
bad? It was horrible. We know that his mediation was horrible. Like, when I look back on it, I didn't have a problem with the shit at first. Like I said, not to right now, I've never said nothing about Wano bad. Not one bad word. I always said that was my man, right? But they looking like, how the fuck that's your man? Look at this shit. Like, go look at this shit and tell me that's your man, right? It's not nothing against Wano even now. That's why I don't even know how the fuck could you be mad at me, nigga? And you know what I'm saying? How you mad at me about some shit that how you intervene in some shit and you got a nigga in the back like this? You should have addressed all that shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was just
do you feel like he, not to cut you off, but do you feel like he may feel some type of way because maybe you not clearing his name in the situation?
That's what it was, though.
Like, even now, you saying, like, he mediated it bad.
Right.
That's still my man's, but he mediated it bad.
He mediated it bad. That don't mean I got nothing against you, my nigga. Like, I never said nothing bad. This was wrong to me. I gave Wano the go to put the shit out. Like, hey, you want to put out? First thing I said was, like, if it's cool with Dog, fuck it. Because it's content at this point. It's already out there, nigga. You could really do it. It's embarrassing shit because I don't really want this, but fuck it. If you want to put this shit out there, go ahead and put this shit out there. And I said, just holler at Dog. If it's cool with it, I don't give a fuck about it. And, so go ahead and put it out. So that's why I took my part in it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, man, all that negativity became a friendship, though. Like, me and Dog G, I show you on my phone, right in the phone over here, I'm on live, but I can show you last night he called me. We supposed to did a stream at 10 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? That's so hard. All that, God working mysterious ways, right?
That's hard.
Yeah, so I just wanted to teach the kids that, dog, I could have been one of them dudes that, you never seen none of that on my platform. Not one, I could have had all that shit on my platform trying to, I'm into it with CC.
Yeah.
Bro, none of that shit is, only thing you see on my platform was the apology, right?
Right, 100.
People got to go look for the other shit. I never had that shit put on my page. I wasn't trying to promote that, and I think that's what Dog respect. You know what I'm saying? But out of all that, bro, we built a friendship.
That's dope too, man. And I want to, take a moment to salute big homie CC because right now he got a platform.
Big platform.
He got the wave. He's going viral just like a Charleston White now.
Yes, sir.
Just like those names, right? And for him to even be open to tap in with Detroit, who's lacking right now. We lacking in terms of, like I said earlier, being able to bridge that gap between, what's going on in the Midwest. Because he Midwest, Chicago, you know what I mean? Detroit. And we don't really have too many representatives in that field. So for him to rock with, even for him to rock with Wano, for him to build a relationship with Dogface, build a relationship with you, man, salute to bro.
Man, number realness, bro. Like I say, he ain't got to do, listen, I can show you right now, he just called me. We talk kind of periodically, though. It ain't like, what I'm saying, at least once a week, we've been kind of like, hey, man, we going to get to this. Good dude. He doing great things, my nigga. So, like I say, God working mysterious ways. What started as a bad is good. I just want to show the youth that too. Like, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got to just take everything for content, bro. Some things that, and I think that's what happened with the young rappers nowadays. I think that's what happened. Like sometimes, because I seen how it was easy to, because people like, oh, you was scared of this nigga. You know what I'm saying? So you would like, man, how the fuck I'm scared of this nigga? Like, man, you want to get back into it, but me being as old as I am, I know, like, hey, bro, this is what it is. I sincerely apologize for this shit, you know, and I'm glad we are where we are.
You handled that well, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
And that is something that people should pay attention to. At the end of the day, see, this is what I don't like, right? I don't like when a person has made a wrong action.
Right.
And when another person respond the way that they respond, you feel like that give you an excuse to stand on something. Nah, bro, if you wrong, you wrong. It don't matter how mad he get.
He's supposed to be mad.
He's supposed to be. As long as you keep your composure and you stand on the idea of being sincere in your apology, then this is how the relationship get the way that it is, because he recognized that realness in you and the fact that you ain't try to, you know what I mean, flip it. Well, shit, nigga, since you
I'm
trying to press me, then I'm a, you know, at the end of the day, you handled that well, man. So definitely, man, salute to you on that as well, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Let's pivot, man. Jay-Z, bro. Jay-Z, man. You know, for those who may not know, Jay-Z has been accused of, I believe it's like something in terms of a minor or underage person. A lot of flack, a lot of backlash, a lot of pressure on Jay-Z right now, man. What's your thoughts on it?
Man, I think all that's bullshit. Listen, the Puffy thing, I know we're going to get probably to that, but listen, you don't be in business this long, dog. All these years, Jay-Z damn near 50-something, 60 years old, damn near, right? So all you telling me all this time, this shit just not coming up in 2024, all of a sudden I hear a molester, all of a sudden he be messing with kids, man, that shit just don't come up, man. So all this is BS to take these guys down, but that's funny what an accusation can do for you. You know what I'm saying? One accusation can take his whole shit down, and he never had nothing to do with nothing. But the thing is, what makes this accusation so relevant? You know how many accusations probably been that never even been seen? Somebody had to push this accusation to the forefront and bring it to everybody. Because, you know, they always saying the Foxy Brown shit and all this. Why is it that this accusation is sticking and everybody's so interested?
What they say about the Foxy Brown? Was she young?
She was way young. Beyonce was young. They was talking about that he was hitting Aaliyah, all that type of shit. Like, they were trying to build a pattern on him. But how, even with the Puffy shit, how do a nigga build a career that big and all the people he been beefing with all these years, nothing was ever said about none of that? Niggas say he took my money, he ain't paid me, you could say that. But nobody ever said Puffy was messing with kids, that he was gay, and he was on dope. You never heard that. Out of the locks, out of all the shine beef back and forth with anybody, we have never heard.
We heard people say he was a little zesty, though.
I mean, come on, we knew that. I mean, you know, but most of the motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? A little, but it was no like, nah, they just throwing Meek in there and Dog in there. Like, it's totally disrespectful to me. I just think it's, yeah.
So my question though to you is, you know, a lot of times they say, man, it's impossible for you to reach them heights without getting your hands dirty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Kind of like, you know, the Illuminati or, you know, just them secret societies that's in the music industry, acting industry, entertainment, period. Like, do you think that Jay-Z could reach that status without, like, doing anything or without those people having something on him?
I don't. I swear I don't. I don't think, listen, bro, I think when you to be a billionaire and in the spot that he got, bro, I think that that ain't nothing that you hustle to. I don't think you can hustle to them heights. You got to be put there. Somebody have to invite you to that way. Because what makes Jay-Z just the ultimate hustler? Nigga didn't go to college for none of this shit. He just an average dope dealing nigga like anybody else, like the Master P's. These guys go so far and far, right? What makes him go over the top? Somebody had to say, hey, you know what I'm saying? You get where I'm going with it? Like,
we're going to invite you, let you get to hit this extra plateau.
Everything
here, but we going to let you.
We going to take you all the way there. You know what I'm saying? No, man, that ain't no shit that you hustle up on. That shit that they come get you and say, hey, you do this, we'll do this, but we got to have this on you. And I'm a true believer of that. Look how many hustlers it is out here. Look at the E40s, the Master P's that did everything that he doing, but it never seemed to get that big. But Jay-Z, all of a sudden, he the ultimate hustler. But then, you know, that shit would just go from 1,000 to 0 overnight.
My confusion with Jay is that to some degree, I can understand that. And to some degree, I believe that. I would hope not, but I believe that, you know, you do got to be invited into certain circles, right?
Right.
But I remember Jay-Z did an album with Jay Electronica, right? And, you know, I've seen him wear the Nation of Gods and Earth chain, you know, which is basically like a pro-black, you know what I mean, organization, and, you know, just the knowledge of self, and the black man is this and that. Do you think that Jay-Z is for black people?
Not at all. I think it's a total opposite. You know what I'm saying? I think he, in his heart, he kind of, you know, he probably would want to be, but Jay-Z never, listen, man, Jay-Z didn't switch niggas from driving 4.0s to 4.6. You know how I go. You know, he fucked the money phone shit. He didn't stop niggas from wearing certain type of clothing, drinking certain type of liquor. I mean, he's a trendsetter. You hear him say everything but stop killing each other. You ain't never heard him push that. Like, look, brothers, we out here doing this, right? You talk about everything else but that. But you changed so much. Like, niggas stop doing this with the money because of Jay-Z, right? So, you know what I'm saying? No, he's not for black people. He might want to be in his heart, but he got to do what they do. That's like the Super Bowl shit. Like when he dissed Dog for kneeling or not kneeling, whatever the fuck that shit was, he went against Dog, right? Then you got the Super Bowl. How you not gonna have Lil Wayne in New Orleans? How? Yeah. Like, this is the biggest rapper in the world besides yourself, and he from New Orleans.
What you think? What you think his reasoning for it may not be though? Like, if you was just
the powers that be, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we gonna go what we want to go with, like, you know what I'm saying? And he following behind what they say. Yeah, he definitely not for us, my dog.
One thing I will say though, right? And I understand that point. One thing I will say with the Lil Wayne and Kendrick thing, like, Kendrick hot right now. You know, Wayne, legend. I believe that all of the artists right now, if you got dreads with color in your hair, and sipping lean and auto-tuning, like, all of that come from Wayne. Like, they all his sons, from the Durks to the Thugs to the, like, all of these artists
for sure
is Wayne's son. However, Wayne not relevant, and on top of that,
you don't think he relevant?
No, I don't even think Wayne
but he
is
relevant.
A great performer. Like,
yeah, I heard that though.
Wayne not really a great performer. Like, he just perform his hits and we sing along to the hits, but I don't think Wayne can put on a show like that. A Super Bowl, like, really? Super Bowl halftime? Like, what show is Wayne gonna do? All he gonna do is run across the stage and scream on the mic.
Right. I don't know, man. I just think because it's New Orleans, man, like, even if it wasn't Wayne, right? Masterpiece, somebody need to be there from that. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody need to represent the home.
But Wayne to me is relevant. You know, I don't know, like, to me, I understand what you're saying. Kendrick, he should be there too. You know, he the biggest star, of course, bring him. But Wayne should be there just with him. You know what I'm saying?
Even if it's simply the fact that he is a legend, he contributed what he contributed to hip hop, and he's from there.
And that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I get that.
Yep, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I get that. The Wack 100 and Big CC thing, right? And the only reason why I'm bringing this up is because something interesting happened that I noticed that happened on the Forum magazine.
Okay.
When this conversation came up, this was about 3 months ago, right? So it was a back and forth between CC and Wack 100 because big homie CC mentioned Busta Rhymes.
Right.
And some zesty activity.
Right.
Spanky Hayes,
comedian
from Wildin' Out, comedian,
Detroit.
Yep. He came on this platform, sat in that chair.
Okay.
And we was having a full-blown conversation, just random conversation, talking about Diddy and all of these different things because he's been in that realm. And out the blue, he mentions Busta Rhymes. He said, yeah. I'm like, bro, what just made you mention Busta? He like, bro, I'm telling you, like, when you around these guys, you look at them and you kind of be like, why you mad about that? Unless you really own that, or why you know, different things like that. When you think of a person saying that Busta Rhymes is zesty, man, like, can you believe that?
It's hard to stomach, ain't it?
Yeah, man.
But man, you know, nowadays, dog, you don't know. And like, that's why I say some shit need to be brought to the forefront, my nigga. If you that perked out and you like you might see something that we don't see. But what I'm saying is come with receipts with it. Show us a picture. Show us some type of receipt to say that dog land like this. I don't doubt it. Look at the nigga wearing dresses. Look what he got the all red shit on. Yeah, these niggas is fucked up, man. It's like everybody trying to get to where Jay-Z at. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to do the shit that it takes to get there. And it's like, you got to go that way to get to that way. You know what I'm saying?
Heavy.
I'm telling you, yeah.
I wanna pivot to Chicago too. Are you familiar? You familiar with the FYB J Mane?
Yeah.
Going in the O Block, you know, pushing peace and that whole, you know, thing that he got going on.
Y'all watch that.
When you see what J Mane is doing, do you think that he doing it for clout, or do you think that he's sincere with his efforts?
I definitely think it's out his heart. No, I do. I think it's out his heart. It ain't really for clout. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, niggas get tired of that type of shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Then, you know, you doing better. See, sometimes you do better, you know better. You know what I'm saying? So now you looking at a whole different perspective of life. So you want to go back and say, hey, let's do, it's other ways. I see this way. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, I think he mean it from his heart.
Did you see when he actually went there and you know, the one guy kind of was...
Hold him a little bit.
Yeah,
that shit,
yeah.
Yeah, I seen that. But it's always going to be some ignorant motherfuckers that's not really going to grasp onto it. You know, everybody kind of want to always stand on business. No matter what you do in the world, I tell people this. The world is consists of good and evil, bro. So everybody ain't go... See, the problem is with the world now, it's a lot of good people that's doing bad shit just because of the, you know what I'm saying? So it's more good people out here, but it seems like it's all bad because a lot of good people is following behind these Wack 100 type of motherfuckers and doing bad shit. So a lot of good motherfuckers locked up in jail right now. They heart really went in there. They just did it because, you see what I'm saying?
Facts. No, I understand.
Yeah.
I understand. Do you, even with that though, do you think, like with Durk, you know, being a part of this, you know, I don't know if it was an indictment.
Yeah, they say he was indicted, yeah.
Yeah, you know, first off, do you think Durk knew it was coming, and do you think that he was using the J Mane thing as like using him as like a pawn, kind of knowing, you know what I mean, what he was into and what could possibly happen? No,
I think, nigga, you had to know. Like, there's no way you could be. I don't think he was a real gangster like that. Me personally, like, niggas talk all that shit because he rap. But now I see, what's his name? The other boy? King Von. Now, you can't deny that because so many people saying, hey, I seen this, right? So you knew King Von was laying like that. I don't think Dog was really laying like that. I think once he got money, he started trying to, like, you know what I'm saying? I think he just ran with Dog and his name got big, but that's how he got caught up. Look at the stupid shit, nigga. Out of all the, how they said it, like you wouldn't have bought a motherfucking ski mask with your credit card. You bought all this shit with, what type of street nigga would ever do that, my dog? Like, so no, you weren't really like that. You ain't live how you rap. You trying to rap how you live. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But they say his daddy was a super gangster. Yeah,
that's true. But that don't mean he won. You know, you imitating that. Then you got your homeboy out here laying shit to the paint. So shit, you trying to, you know what I'm saying? But to me, it's just a wasted life, my nigga. You about to do life in fucking prison over some shit that you could do for what? It don't make no sense. It's senseless.
So let me ask you a question. Can you be a gangster and not be the person that's pulling the trigger? Is that possible?
That's a good question, right? You know, yeah. To me, it's the same shit. You know what I'm saying? If you having a motherfucker, no, you know, it's kind of, a lot of motherfuckers do that though. They hide behind money, right? No, you ain't no gangster. No, I got to recant that, right? No, you ain't no motherfucking gangster. You just a nigga with money, right? You know what I'm saying? You're not putting the work in, so no, I recant that.
Facts, because you saying you ain't even really got to have no real conscience of it.
No, nothing. Just pay for it and have it done. You know what I'm saying?
Keep it moving. You ain't seen that blood, or you ain't seen, you know.
Nothing. Because that's the only reason why I would pay. Why else would I pay somebody? And this motherfucker can tell on me I'm going to get the same time if I got caught myself. So why not put the work in myself? Like this dumbass nigga, like, you know how many people go out and you pay a nigga to do something, they half-ass do it, now they caught. Now you going to do as much time as him because he about to tell on you, like, I'd rather put the work in myself if I'm a gangster. Yeah. So no, you're not no gangster.
Do you feel like he was scared of King Von Like,
yeah, I think they was homeboys, and he was kind of scared of him, and then at the same time, there was a lot of pressure on him to, you know.
Being the breadwinner, you know what I mean? Because that's the thing too. Like a lot of people saying that his downfall was King Vine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I believe that.
When he brought him around, you know, but it's kind of like, you know, like you said, if you not really like that, but your homeboy is like that, and you in position, like what kind of target would you be putting on your back? Because I hear a lot of people criticizing him about it, but what kind of target would be on your back from your homeboy who really like that if you don't get him a deal, if you don't bring him along with you? You know what I mean?
That's the truth. You're right. You hit it dead on. It's like, you know, but some people bring niggas around like that to use them, right? So they want to use, like that's how I feel about Gangsta with Baby and them. I think Gangsta was the same way. I think they used Gangsta, and it was all good. But it was like, to me, they was like Gangsta was more like a pest to them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because like it was cool, but like it's cool when you was locked up. We gonna take care of you. But now you done got yourself out. We don't want to fuck with you.
And that was gonna be my question too. Like, do you feel like do you feel like Baby and them solid? Like, granted, his brother told, you know, he admitted to telling, but he said he told on some dead people.
Right.
You know, they don't rock with him. Like, do you feel like they solid for that?
Man, listen, Baby so far from solid that is unreal. Like, you know, that's what money will do for you though. And, you know, a nigga bragging on your name, that nigga so unsolid is unbelievable. And I stand on this. This is what I stand on, dog. Look how you pick and choose your battles. You know, the niggas who really love you like Turk, who really love you and look to you, look how you dog him because he said the watches was fake. But every nigga from Detroit that did music with you say y'all came with fake watches. The Pimp said y'all had fake jewelry. Everybody saying y'all had fake jewelry. But you got a problem with the nigga who actually love you, that'll kill for you. You dogging this nigga, right? That's horrible, man. You won't let him come on tour because he said that. Then you pick and choose who you want to fight. Charlamagne said something about you. Our radio DJ. You go up there with 5 real killers and sit on a radio station and embarrass yourself when Rick Ross talking all type of shit about you. You ain't said nothing to none of these niggas, and that's not even a real gangster. You feel me? I always say this though. I just wish Charlamagne would have got up and just smacked the piss off that nigga. I swear my inner guy this, because what's gonna happen? About time then the security would have came, like he needed that, my nigga. Because you pick and choose, like I told Gangsta. I can show you the whole text I sent to him, like, my nigga, he don't love you, my nigga. Because if you truly you told on dead people to get out of prison and you my brother, you know, and that's the truth, he don't love you, my nigga. It was a problem between y'all anyway.
Right. Yeah. You said that was just an opportunity to
kind of get up.
My one thing I want to ask with the Turk thing though, do you feel like even yet and still that still was something that Turk shouldn't have revealed, understanding the image of
that he trying to portray.
Money? Like, why? Yeah. Like, do you see Baby's perspective? Like, bro, why would you even mention something like that? Or is that beneath you? Like, at this point, we know y'all got millions on top of millions. Like, you tripping about that?
You said it, but see, here go the thing, bro. And his conscience eating him up because he want to stand on this being a real nigga all the way through and through, and you not. See, the truth gonna always come out some type of way. So you trying to stand on, nigga, I've been real from the beginning. I ain't never been fake about me. That's what ate him up on the inside. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you trying to stand on this image like, nigga, I've been real all the way through and through. And when Dog said that, now I understand what you saying, like, damn, shit, he had said that knowing, yeah, fuck yeah, he should have said that. Because, nigga, we faked it till we made it. So people...
And, right, we done made it.
We done made it now.
Fake it.
Yeah, so be proud of that. So yeah. So
you said people in Detroit that did features with him said that they jury was fake. Who said that?
Listen, man, who the fuck in Detroit did that shit? Who said that? Was it?
I know the Street Lords did music.
That's who it was. It was one of the Street Lords. I don't quote me wrong. I don't know if it was G-Rock or one of them dudes, but you got to look it up. Just Google it. You know how you YouTube and say who said, and it's one of them dudes that they was like, yeah, these niggas. I think it was G-Rock that said that shit though. To be honest with you, it was either him or K-Deezy that said that. I was watching the interview, and they was like, yeah, that shit was fugazi, my nigga. They came down here. We had the real shit on. No, Jesse James. I'm sorry. That's exactly who it was. Jesse James, my nigga. Yeah, that's the shit that when everything went bad, the Jesse James interview.
Oh, and that okay.
Yup. That's who it was that said it. Yup.
I wanted to say, because it was also a conversation about, you know, jewelry and the buffs, the glasses, Cartiers,
Right.
New Orleans and Detroit. Now, you come from that era, so you was clearly watching the No Limit time and all of that. Let's put it on the floor, man.
Put it on the floor.
Was it New Orleans or Detroit, man? Who popped off the car? We know that we run a Cartier thing now, but did we have any, did they have any influence on us wearing Cartier?
First of all, hands down, it was New Orleans. It was Master P. Master P, the first nigga I ever seen with him on. Me. Then we start rocking them. I'm telling you, I'm just telling you that right now. Master P was the first niggas was seeing them on. Go back, look at when Bout It was out and all that. Master P was rocking them. Now show me, go look at what year that was and show me a nigga in Detroit that had them on before then, my nigga. Now he might have took it, but we weren't rocking them like that. Master P was the nigga that brought that shit out. And and Master P was one of the first. I remember sitting in like the early 2000s. I was sitting in we was sitting in a brand new DTS then at the time. And you know, Mercedes, the rapper, I don't know if you know, she was with Master P. That's my boy, that's my boy Kier cousin, right?
Okay.
So she's, you know, my cousin kind of had a little thing for her or whatever. So she came up and you know, we were just talking about different stuff at No Limit. And she was just saying, like, pretty much No Limit was solid. They wasn't no faking with them. They was really, you know what I'm saying, you know. So yeah, Master P definitely was one of the first guys I ever seen with Cartier.
So you going on record right now saying...
I'm going on record and saying it.
Now you know it's going to be some controversy.
I don't care what they say. I'm telling you, boy, I'm 47 years old. And I remember the first time I ever seen Cartiers in my life was on Master P face. And then it just became a thing in Detroit. I don't know how.
You saying we picked it up and maybe even took it to another level.
We did.
Maybe even, you know what I mean? Because Detroit is known for doing that. We'd take something from here, something from there. We known for making things our own.
Yep, popping it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Because we know how to put the sauce on it. We know how to, you know what I mean, take something and, you know what I mean, bring it to life. So
yeah, no, definitely, man. You know, unless Master P get up and say different, that he's seen some guys out of Detroit wearing. But far as I know, the first person I ever seen, that was before even the Buffs. It was the Woods and the, you know, the Gold and Wood ones. Master P had them on.
Damn, that's crazy.
100% facts.
That's crazy. That's crazy, man. But you can't say that we are like we was the originator of the Gators and all of that.
Yeah,
like you saying that's us hands down.
Yup. The Minks and Gators. You know what I'm saying? That's been a big thing with Detroit.
Remy my papoose, man. I don't know if you've been paying attention.
I have though.
But we also got a Michigan native that's kind of mixed up in this whole thing.
Okay.
Clarissa Shields.
Oh yeah, my baby.
The quote.
Yup.
So okay. This is the situation. Of course, we know Remy and Papoose been going through what they've been going through, right?
Right.
But recently, Remy Ma goes to Instagram and reveals that Papoose and Clarissa Shields have been having
a
situation. And Remy, you know, talking crazy and, you know, saying all type of stuff. I guess my question to you is, do Remy Ma even have the right to even be talking about what he got going on, even though they technically married? Because they technically still married.
Bitch, you done sucked all of the dick married. You know what I'm saying? Bitch, you done ate 1,000 dicks up, battle rapper dicks, bitch. And now you gonna tell me, man, he should have, man, come on, man. That bitch ain't shit, dog. Remy Ma ain't shit, dog. You know what I'm saying? This nigga loves you, held you down. Man, get the fuck out of here.
I'm saying, though, but how can she not be shit? At the end of the day, she did time. You feel me? Just flip this around from a dude, bro.
And the nigga held
you do time.
Right.
Your girl holds you down.
Right.
You come home, it's a possibility that you might want to, like, you know, you might be looking around. You did time.
Right.
Like, you know, you might
hit
something more. You feel me? Like, she don't get no pass for doing time and coming home and maybe wanting to experiment and to see.
But listen, dog, look how many years this motherfucker done been out. Now, that's been done, bitch. You supposed to suck all the dick you wanted to suck from the beginning. You feel me, though? Like, bitch, this 10 years later. And now you still, you know what I mean? Like, nah, that bitch wasn't shit, man. Now, I understand when you first get out, you want to hit some, you know what I mean? That's cool. She ain't get caught in that. She get caught if they had kids and everything else with another nigga that you know that I fuck with we better rappers, right? So we in the same round. All the niggas you gonna fuck with a nigga I gotta see damn near. Bitch, you ain't shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so that nigga doing him, he doing him. I don't know. I don't agree with that shit. Nah, I think she wrong as a motherfucker. She been wrong. She been not right. You know what I'm saying? That's me.
Yeah, man. You know, at the end of the day, I hope they, you know, figure it out, man.
I do
that
too,
was like
though.
a beautiful couple.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I ain't gonna lie, I love to see them. Like, they was inspiration, low key. You feel me?
But you see now it was fake, though. Somebody was faking around that motherfucker, though, right?
Somebody had to be faking.
So it kind of break your heart to think, like, damn, this nigga in love. It made her look worse than him, and that's usually the nigga look worse. But now it's looking like, damn, bitch. Everybody was looking like, damn, this nigga had her back the whole time. They got a beautiful family. Boom, boom, boom. But then when a nigga think about it psychologically, like, damn, this bitch, if she got caught fucking him, how many other niggas she done fucked? That's what you got to think about. Like, nigga, she got caught fucking him. So she really ain't give a fuck. Just think of how many other niggas she probably did hit that motherfucker.
One controversial thing about it, though, even with Clarissa Shields, is that Remy Ma uploaded DMs of Clarissa reaching out to Remy and them having conversations like, hey, girl, I like that outfit. Can you know, where you get that from? You know what I mean? Remy basically saying, I was giving you fashion tips the whole time you was trying to be me and get my dude.
It's not right. You know what I'm saying? That's some dirty shit too. If that's, you know, if that's what I ain't see that, but that's some dirty shit.
So you feel like if a person do have any type of relationship or conversation, even if you like that person, you supposed to keep your hands off.
Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I wouldn't do no, you know, I wouldn't do you like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? We just met pretty much, right? You know, if your girl, and I see who your girl is right now, bro, we done, you know, this even little relationship we got now, bro, it's off limits to me. That's just how I am. Especially if you, and I know you like this motherfucker in love with her. You know.
But do a person owe you that, though?
I don't owe you that.
Or that's just morally the right thing
That's just morally the right thing to do. A motherfucker don't owe you that. Because you know how many dirty niggas that'll look at that motherfucker, say, your girl come here right now with a fat ass on her. Most niggas be like, God damn, right? But I know I'm out in this bitch on a 580 AMG on, you know what I'm saying? So shit, she came out and already seen what I was driving. Now I'm gonna try to hit her. I'm older than you by how many years? That's some hurting shit though. You know what I'm saying? I would never do that to a young nigga because I've been done like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
For sure, man. 100. 100, man. Well, man, definitely, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. I definitely gotta have you come back on the platform, man.
Oh, I'm coming back. Yeah.
I'm in this phase now where what we want to do is we want to make sure that we man, Detroit, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I respect and I got love for everybody that's in the media field right now in Detroit. And if it's anything that we could do, we could work together, link. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it's all about, bro. So definitely got to have you back on the platform, man. You know what I mean? Next year, we probably get it in, you know, the first quarter of next year.
Man, I promise you we will, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to tell you off rip, man. You know, I respect what you're doing. I'm proud of you, bro. And I see you gonna have one of the biggest. You know, you about to surpass Say Cheese, and you just keep doing your thing, bro. Oh, you there? It's over. It's a wrap. I'm telling you, before it even happened. Blue told you, baby. It's going down. I'm telling you, man.
Appreciate it, brother, man. If you got any words that you want to say to the people, man, let them know about the YouTube and what you got going, man. Coming into 2025, let them know. First
of all, man, it's all about love and peace, man. That beef shit, leave it behind, bro. We black. We trying to support each other and do what's right. You know what I'm saying? I'm Trap Talk Blue. Y'all can check me out on YouTube, Instagram. That's Trap Talk Blue. Check me out. I got some good content, man. You know what I'm saying? And I want to give a shout out to all the Detroit podcasters. You know, I don't want to forget nobody, so I don't want to really say no names, but you know, that's what it is, man.
That's what it is, man. Trap Talk Blue, the Foreign Magazine, Post of the Culture. Let's get it.
Let's get it.